All right, hey everyone, welcome back for another deep dive.
Yeah, welcome back.
We've been doing a lot with Python lately.
We have.
All kinds of stuff with like rectangles and ovals, circles, even just lines.
Yeah, the basics.
Even how to put words on the screen with labels.
Exactly. Those are like the core building blocks of anything you're going to visually create.
Yeah. And so today we're taking a look at what happens when we want to go a little bit beyond those basic shapes.
Yeah, we're going to level up a little bit.
Exactly. So we're talking about regular polygons.
Ooh.
Polygons.
Regular polygons, think of things like triangles and pentagons, hexagons, all that good stuff.
Yeah, all those symmetrical shapes.
And then we're also going to look at how to draw stars.
Stars, all right.
So our mission today is to really understand how Python gives us the tools to make these more intricate shapes.
Yeah, how do we get beyond just width and height?
Right.
To these much more complex forms.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So let's jump right in with regular polygons.
Now, you might be wondering, how in the world does Python know how to draw? Like a perfect triangle or a perfect hexagon?
Right. How does it know where to put the points?
Exactly.
Yeah.
The key to that is a function called regular polygon.
Okay. Regular polygon. All right.
Now, the interesting thing here, you don't have to go in and tell Python each individual side and angle.
No.
Instead, you just give it three main things.
Okay.
You got to tell it a center point, right? Where is the center of this shape going to be on the screen?
All right. Got to anchor it somewhere.
Exactly. Then you tell it a radius.
Oh, a radius. Okay.
And then you tell it how many points or sides you want this shape to have.
Right. So like a pentagon would be 5, hexagon would be 6.
Exactly. Yeah. So think of it this way. Imagine you wanted to draw a hexagon.
Okay.
Which has 6 sides.
Right.
The sources show that you can do this with the code of regular polygon. 200, 175, 6.
200, 175, 6. All right.
Yeah. What that's basically saying is, hey, Python, make a regular 6-sided shape.
Okay.
Put its center at location 200, 100 on the screen. All right. And the distance from that center to each of its corners should be 75 units.
Oh, I'm picturing it.
Yeah.
I'm picturing it.
And what's really cool about this is if you were to think about like drawing an imaginary circle.
Okay.
With that same center point and that same radius.
All right.
This regular polygon, this hexagon in this case, would fit perfectly inside that circle.
Ooh, so all the corners are just touching the edge of the circle.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
So here's a question for you.
All right, shoot.
This comes straight out of the source material.
Oh, okay.
It says, is a 4-sided regular polygon drawn the same as a square?
Interesting.
Now, think back.
Yeah.
You've already learned how to draw rectangles.
I have.
And you know that a square is just a special kind of rectangle.
A rectangle with all equal sides.
Yeah.
So
if we were to use this regular polygon function and give it 4 sides, what do you think we'll get?
So we're basically asking, does regular polygon know about squares? Yeah, does it know how to draw a square? And I mean, the source material even goes on to say, like, why don't you try it?
Yeah, run the code.
Change that last number to a 4 and run the code.
And see what happens.
Yeah. And if you do that, you'll see that, yes, a 4-sided regular polygon created this way is indeed a square.
It is a square.
It'll have all the sides the same length.
Okay.
All those angles are going to be 90 degrees.
Perfect right angles, yeah.
It's kind of a cool way to see how a more general function can create those specific shapes that you already know.
Can still give you the old stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, what's also fascinating to think about is what happens when you really push the number of sides?
Okay, so we're going from 4.
Yeah.
What if we go bigger?
Yeah, like way bigger.
Okay.
The source material asks, what do you think would happen if you tried to draw a regular polygon with, say, 100 sides?
100 sides, wow.
100 gone.
That's a lot of sides.
That's a lot of sides.
Okay.
And they even give you a few options to consider.
Okay.
But the answer is, it ends up looking like a circle.
It looks like a circle.
It looks like a circle.
I mean, that kind of makes sense. The more sides you add.
Think about it. The more sides you add, each side gets smaller and smaller.
Right.
And the whole shape starts to get closer and closer to a smooth curve. Yeah, so it's like all these tiny little straight lines that are kind of approximating a circle.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So we've explored regular polygons.
Yeah.
Now stars. Which can be even more visually interesting.
Oh, yeah, they get really cool.
All right, and the good news is, if you understand how regular polygon works, you already have the basics for star.
You're in good shape. The star function uses a really similar setup. You still tell Python the center point, the x and y coordinates.
All right, so same anchor point.
Exactly.
Okay.
You give it a radius.
Same radius.
And you give it the number of points that you want your star to have.
Okay, so those are the same first few ingredients.
Same first few ingredients.
All right.
In fact, the example from the sources is star, 200, 175, 5.
200, 175, 5 points. Okay.
And just like with the regular polygon, that's going to create a 5-pointed star.
A classic star.
A classic star.
All right.
That fits nicely inside that imaginary circle.
Right.
Defined by the center and radius.
Okay, so far so good.
So far so good.
Yeah.
Now, here's where things get really fun.
Okay, let's have some fun.
You probably have a pretty good idea in your head of what a 5-pointed or maybe even a 6-pointed star looks like.
Yeah, pretty standard.
But what about a star with, say, 7 points?
A 7-pointed star.
The sources show us that there isn't just one way to draw a 7-pointed star.
Oh, interesting.
Some of them look more pointy and sharp.
Okay.
While others can appear a little more rounded.
So there's like a variety.
Yeah, like how pointy are those points going to be?
Okay.
And this introduces us to the idea of roundness.
Roundness.
The star function actually has an optional setting.
Ooh, extra option?
Called roundness.
Roundness, all right.
That lets you control exactly how pointy or how circular your star looks.
So we can fine-tune the points.
Exactly. You fine-tune the points.
Right.
And this roundness value, it's given as a number between 0 and 100.
Between 0 and 100.
And to really see how this works, the sources give us a really cool example showing 4 different 7-pointed stars.
Right.
They all have the same center.
Okay.
They all have the same radius, but they each have a different roundness value.
Okay.
So one has a roundness of 20.
20.
Another one's 40. Another one's 60. And the last one's 80.
20, 40, 60, 80. Okay.
And you can clearly see how that shape changes as the roundness number goes up.
Oh, so you can see it visually how that affects the star.
And to make it super clear, they've even added labels, like right next to each of these stars, showing its roundness value.
So like a little 20 next to the roundness 20.
Exactly, 20, 40, 60, 80.
Okay.
And then they have a label underneath that just says roundness.
Oh, okay, to kind of tie it all together.
Just to make it really clear what's going on.
So you can see how the number corresponds to the visual.
Exactly. A really effective way to kind of visualize
very clear.
how that parameter changes the shape.
I like it.
Now, a question that might pop into your head could be, well, can I also change the roundness of a 5-pointed star or a 6-pointed star?
Right. Does it have to be 7 points?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the answer is absolutely yes.
Okay, so any number of points.
Any number of points.
You can play with the roundness.
The roundness setting is not just for stars with a certain number of points.
Gotcha, gotcha.
You can use it to adjust the look of any star you create.
Very cool.
Now, here's something interesting to consider.
Okay.
Let's say you see a star drawn somewhere, and you want to know what its roundness value is.
Right, if it's not like the default.
Yeah. If it's not the default, how do you figure that out?
Yeah, how do you reverse engineer that?
The sources actually mention something called the inspector tool.
The inspector tool.
That can help you figure out what that roundness value is.
So it's like peeking behind the scenes.
But peeking behind the scenes.
At the code.
At the code and figuring out what those properties are.
Okay, interesting.
Now, one last thing to keep in mind about this roundness setting.
Right, hit me.
What happens if you try to set it to a number bigger than 100?
Oh, bigger than 100.
What do you think?
I don't know. Does it break?
The source encourages you to experiment with it.
Okay.
But what you'll find is Python's not going to give you an error message.
Okay.
It's just that the star simply won't be drawn on the screen.
Oh, so it just won't appear.
It just won't appear.
Okay.
So it's good to keep that roundness value somewhere between 0 and 100.
Between 0 and 100. Got it.
So to quickly recap.
Okay.
You've now added some really powerful tools to your Python drawing toolbox.
Yeah, our toolbox is getting bigger.
You know how to create perfect regular polygons with any number of sides you want.
Any number of sides? Awesome.
And you can draw stars with a specific number of points. But importantly, you can also fine-tune their appearance using the roundness setting.
Yeah, we can make them just how we want them.
And it's amazing to think.
Yeah.
That all of this is built on those basic shapes you already learned.
Right, it's all connected.
Like, just by understanding the idea of a center point, a radius, number of sides, and now this roundness thing.
We've really expanded on that.
You can create a huge range of visual elements.
Yeah. All sorts of cool stuff.
So here's a question for you to think about.
Okay, I'm ready.
Now that you know how to make these more intricate shapes, these regular polygons, stars, that you can adjust the roundness of.
Right.
what kind of cool designs and patterns could you start coding?
Ooh.
Like, imagine combining different numbers of sides, playing with different roundness values.
Yeah.
See what unique visuals you could come up with.
The possibilities are endless.
The possibilities are vast.
Yeah, that's something to think about.
That's something to think about.